Hey, what's up, Rich? How you doing, man? Hey, I was watching like one of your old videos when you redid the i8, and it just got me thinking like about my i8. I actually sold it a year ago.
So I have an i8, right? I bought it a few years ago as a lightly damaged car for pretty cheap, and I spent about 3 weeks fixing it, and I brought it to SEMA as a show car. After it was done, I put almost 10,000 wonderful miles on it. It's been lowered with a new exhaust, wrapped, and attuned for a better 0 to 60, mild at best, and relatively trouble-free. Now, I had the dealer replace the pressurization valve in the gas tank because in the i8, the tank has to depressurize or else you can't fill it up. You push the button, it says ready to fill up. Yes, the i8 has to let you know when it's ready to accept fuel, and if this fails, the door will not open. Now, BMW charged me about $3,000 to fix it, and I went on my merry way. Unfortunately, months later, the car died. The high voltage battery went to 0 and couldn't charge the 12-volt battery. Also, when accelerating, the car would drift on the road, but only when using the gas engine. When in electric mode, it was fine, and if you didn't know, the electric motor is in the front of the car and the gas engine's in the rear. It's actually a pretty cool all-wheel drive system with no connected drive shaft. Each axle is independent of the other one. So, because I didn't have the time to fix it, I had a tow truck bring it to the dealer again. When it left, I put the window down a crack just in case it needed to get in, and popped the hood so they could troubleshoot it easier. After the car was dropped off, I got a call a week later stating I need to remove the car from the premises because the car has been modified and they do not want to work on a modified car. AKA, the i8's hard to work on and they don't feel like it. I asked if they would sell me a battery, they said yes, but when I asked if they could code it to the car, they said no. This video is the story about what happens and what you do when you have a dead i8 and the dealer won't help you. Hello.
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 State your name.
Dwayne.
State your name.
Pat's Online Garage.
I thought it was Pat's Garage Online.
Everybody calls me Pat's Online Garage. I am the i8 man. Everybody tells me I'm the i8 man. So, Rich, you brought me up here for what?
So I brought you to show you my 911 Turbo S.
I'm impressed with it.
Isn't it a beautiful car? But guess what? Pat and Dwayne, they're not. You guys aren't together, right?
No, not at all.
Even if you were, it's fine.
He's my best friend from high school.
Listen, if you guys were, I'm not judging.
No. I got a girlfriend. Hi, Alana.
I understand. No big deal. And then Pat brought his Cayman GT4 here. Beautiful car. Just drove it for the last 40 minutes or so. It is an awesome car. Dare I say, it is more fun to drive than the 911 Turbo. We brought up our wonderful cars here, and unfortunately, we're here to talk about the unfortunate i8. So I brought this car here. Pat, you have experience with the i8, right? Have you had any issues with your i8 specifically when you had it?
Oh, I had a lot of issues with my i8, but for those issues that I really didn't want to delve into, I just took it to the dealer.
What issues came up with your car?
So I had a little bit of a compressor issue, with the AC compressor.
A little compressor, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of issue with that. I had some axle problems, so I had axles replaced in it. For a lot of people, they're hearing that noise in the compressor. They don't know what to do.
Right.
Take it to the dealer. Dealer goes, oh, it's okay, keep driving it.
Yeah.
Then later on, they find out they need an entire AC refrigerant system replaced.
Which I think that's north of 5. Is that between 5 and 7?
Usually the compressor replacement itself is $4,000. You're talking about an entire system replacement. You're on the order of about 10 to 12.
Okay, no big deal.
It's not that big of a cost, really.
Typically, what you would do, you'd bring your car to the dealership.
Yeah.
I am actually at the dealership right now. What happened to me was I said, hey, I'm having issues with my car. They said, drop it off. And they said, well, look at it. When they saw the car arrive, they said, it's a BMW i8. We're not going to look at this car. Didn't even give it a chance. They said, nope, this car has been lowered. There's an aftermarket exhaust on it, and we refuse to work on this vehicle, even though it is a BMW. Look at this logo. What does that say?
It says BMW.
BMW. This is a BMW dealership. Hence all the BMWs that are parked out of here.
It says BMW here.
It said, however, it is upside down.
Oh,
maybe they read it as WMB, like
or MWB.
Maybe that's what
MWB.
it was. But honestly,
is the cover band? Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pat. So here's the thing. So I dropped it off. They said, we're not going to fix it. It's been lowered, modified. We have no intentions of fixing this car whatsoever.
You can modify your cars. It's not illegal. And if this was not a warranted car, which it's not, correct?
No, it is not.
So there's no reason for them to deny to do anything, in my opinion.
The unfortunate part is that it's really at the discretion of the shop foreman as to who wants to repair the car.
So what's next?
What's next? I'm going to have it towed back to my shop. I'm going to try to take a look at it. But the reason why it's here in the first place, people are going to say, oh, Rich, you don't work on your own cars. I don't have the time, unfortunately.
No.
I have it.
Yeah.
It's my new baby.
You're enjoying a car that you should be enjoying.
Exactly. And guess what? Porsche calls me every day asking me what I would say once a week, they reach out, hey, how's the car doing?
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes, I get an email, hey, how are things going? Do you want to sell your car? Do you want to come in for service again? We're having an event. I'm actually going to insert a clip from this event right now to let you know how Porsche owners get down. See, that's pretty cool, wasn't it? Yeah, but this is unfortunate, Pat. I like this car a lot.
I do too.
But that's the problem. Like when you buy these cars out of warranty, God help you. This is the problem. Oh, I want the i8. It looks so sexy. Yeah. Guess what? I hope it's under warranty. But if it's not, you're running to this. The shop could say, we're not going to fix it. And the car's been sitting here for a couple weeks now. The second problem is the car is so low. My own fault, obviously. The tow truck says, nope, the car's too low. We're not doing this again. But thank you for being here as the undisputed i8 king of YouTube.
Thank you.
I flew him all the way up here. Yeah. I flew him in his car. He actually went in the car on the plane.
And my friend.
And yes, and you all right? So what are the other common issues on these cars? Just to kind of forewarn, I get offers to buy this. This is probably the car that people offer to buy the most.
Well, the coolant issue is like a big one, just like Sam had.
Yes,
that other guy, the YouTuber,
whatever his name is. Yeah,
he had that big coolant problem, and then of course the air conditioning is another big problem.
Yep,
those are the two major ones that are going to cost you a lot of money. But people have been driving these cars, and it just says that there's a powertrain issue. It's like, what is up with that? I've seen some transmissions have problems. I've also seen some problems with the front electric motor and the electronics that power that. So the inverters and all that kind of crap. I've also seen where people had problems with the electronic management system for the battery. Like our buddy Eric, E-Vapors. He had a problem with the SME controller. That's deep inside the battery enclosure, so you're going to drop everything out of it.
And they had this car for like months, didn't they?
Yeah, like 6 months.
Is this car worth waiting 6 months for?
Is it worth waiting 6 months for while you're making a payment, while you're making your insurance payment?
Right.
And you can't even drive it.
In some cases, that's $6,000 in some cases.
Yes, yes. And a lot of people think that this is their dream car. I get messages all the time. This is my dream car. How do I get into one?
Stop it.
Stop doing that.
Stop.
If you want a doorstop, yes. Oh, I just received 2 messages the other day. One from a guy in Manila.
Yeah, Manila.
In Manila.
Yeah.
His car's a doorstop. There's nobody to work on it. He has to ship it out of country.
Is it worth it?
Because another guy in Taiwan had the same problem.
Because the prices in these cars are kind of coming down. Well, actually, they're not really coming down, are they?
No, they're staying around 80-ish.
Yeah.
But at least for the early generations like we had.
Right. But the later ones are holding strong at 100, 110 plus.
They are.
Especially the Roadsters. Those are even more insane.
They are. But imagine living in Manila or living in Taiwan.
I almost don't feel bad for the guy in Manila. It's like, buddy, come on. Come on. Come on.
I feel bad for him. My heart goes out to him.
Yeah.
I hope he gets his problem fixed, but I can't help him. And you complained about like the large size of the sticker, I think, too. Is the one thing you didn't like?
That's a pretty big sticker.
Yeah.
I'm not giving Pat free advertising right now, so don't look at that.
So on the remote,
yeah,
I'm hitting the unlock button, but the doors will not unlock. Oh, I mean, the alarm's going off though, and the lights are flashing on it.
Oh, the alarm's going off, but it won't unlock.
But it won't unlock.
So you're touching the right panel, right? The little touch sensor at the back of the door.
Yeah, I think. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right in there.
Nothing. No matter how many times I hit the unlock button, it still won't unlock.
Okay, here's my question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have to get in to the car?
Make it a lot easier. Let me call you back. The technician's coming out here right now. He's gonna get it open.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, man. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, bye. Welcome back.
Since I couldn't get in it,
yeah,
I asked them.
Oh, the guy, they couldn't get in either?
No. So I asked them for the eyelet for the toe.
Yeah.
I used one of this.
Yeah.
Dragged it up and I gave them their eyelet back.
Yeah.
So right now, there's no chain on it. It's just these straps.
That's fine.
Obviously, these wheels roll.
Those real, yeah. The back ones don't. Right.
Get those off.
Okay.
And then we'll Bojack will work it down.
Yeah. So I'll get the dollies for it.
Yeah.
So not even BMW could get into it.
They came walking over with a boost back and everything else.
Yeah.
So, you guys are professionals. Figure it out.
Not even BMW. BM, why am I doing that? I figured you'd understand that line.
Italian.
Are you Italian?
No.
Oh, sorry. Watch it torque. There you go. There she goes. Oh, no.
There it is.
There you go.
It's off.
Tell me when. All right, planks.
Really?
There we go. On the wood now.
There it goes. Get out of the way, Rich. Get out of the way.
I got it. That was perfect.
It's off.
Hey, nice job, guys. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Man, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself.
Will it just shut up?
You can hope.
You see it?
No.
So now the lights stop flashing. There's no more turn signals that flash with it. In order to get the alarm to go off, we had to tear off the back section of the rear bumper along with the license plate. Stick our hands back there because inside, this is the speaker box. You can't really see it that well, but that's the speaker box right there that controls that annoying beeping sound. For some reason, the car seems to have lost all programming. So randomly, the alarm would just go off all of a sudden. Unfortunately, I think at this point, the battery's completely dead, which actually makes things worse. Secondly, in a perfect world, there'd be no frame on this window. A lot of the newer sports cars, there's no frame on it. There is a frame on this window, meaning if I try to get a hanger in here of some sort, I can't get it through to unlock this door. This is a two-stage unlocking process for this door. You have to pull the tab up and you have to slide it up as well while pulling it back. So unfortunately, the hanger trick wouldn't work on the inside. Lastly, but actually the worst thing, a locksmith. A locksmith actually came in here to try to pick this lock. What ended up happening was the body panel was actually too close for him to actually get a very long tool in here. This angle is so sharp, he couldn't get his tool in far enough to undo that lock. And unfortunately, instead of actually scratching the body, and his insurance rules does not allow him to damage actual property. So unfortunately, he had to back out of this. So this is where we are at this point. And the car is dead. And a lot of cars too, it will have a rear access panel. So even if we were able to get into the rear trunk, you could pull a switch and actually open that door like in the Z06. The Z06 actually has that, my pride and joy right here. If you look at this, there's actually a couple of things. There's one, you could open the gas, and two, you pulling this actually opens the driver's side door. Unfortunately, this car is not the case. Not only that, but you cannot open this hood anywhere from inside, from outside of the car. It's a clamshell system, so no matter what you do for the unlocking pins, it has to come up this way, and that's not gonna work. A lot of the cars, you could get a few tools in here and pop the hood that way, not in the i8. Every single subsystem is independent of the other. If I get in the back, I can't get in the middle. If I get in the front, I still can't get in the middle. I have to get into this car somehow. Let's see what Steven says.
Well, now what?
Steven, dude. Steven, man, listen. I'm going through a hard time right now, Steven.
Yeah.
Now, because the i8's dead, I have to take less fuel-efficient vehicles. You know the RS7 gets like 10 miles a gallon? On the highway, you're looking at like 14 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
If you're driving the speed limit.
I can't go to my favorite place anymore, Steven.
Which one?
To the grocery store to get off-brand cereal.
That's what you're doing now?
Yeah. I have to actually go down one level from this. Seriously.
Oof.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take that back then.
Yeah, thank you very much. And even worse, no more Olive Garden.
Where are you going now?
You know. Yeah, Steven, I have to go to Potato Palace now.
Where?
Yeah, exactly. To save money?
Is that a cell phone in your pocket? Is that what you're showing me?
Thankfully, there's upside. Check this out, Steven. Watch this. You could save tons of money on gas and restaurants. And I have a fun fact to tell you, right?
Yeah.
I eat at this place called Bonchon all the time. I'm gonna let you into my personal life real quick. Watch this for a second. If I type in Bonchon, I've eaten at Bonchon. How many orders is that? That's a lot of Bonchon. There you go. Bonchon, right? 15% cash back. If I use this through all the orders that I placed through Bonchon, Steven, I'd have a ton of money right now. You hit claim, go to the restaurant, pay with a credit card, and you get 15% back. To get started, download the Upside app in the App Store, and if you use Android, go to Google Play. But we don't
do that.
We don't. Nothing wrong with Android phones, but
No.
they're just terrible. Next, you claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, and then check in at the business, pay as usual with a credit card, and then just get paid.
I'm making the surprise Pikachu face.
Right. You can't see it, but he's making that face right now. Actually, hold on 1 second. Use my promo code RichRebuilds to get $5 or more back on your first purchase of $10 or more, Steven. You can do that. Yeah, this is I8 ownership in a nutshell. And we're actually going to go see Guz today, our best friend, because Guz made the mistake of purchasing one, and we're going to try to go back to the future to prevent him from doing that.
Didn't he make fun of us for doing this car when we first were?
He did. He said the i8's terrible, it's this, it's that, it's an awful car, and now he went ahead and bought one. And he actually wants the old wheels off of this car on his, making it very similar to this car. I know. Steven, let's go explore, shall we?
This looks oddly
familiar.
doesn't it?
Look? It's the same exact car.
Yeah, if I didn't see those atrocious looking wheels,
It's the same car.
There he is. There he is.
How close is the color?
Huh?
How close is the color?
I would say this one has a little bit more sheen to it.
You have blue stripe? No.
I matted mine out. It's
Oh,
nice.
Black is way nicer.
Is there a 10
yeah, it
mil?
really is.
I'll get a 10 mil. I'll start taking those seats off.
Because we got a gift for you.
We got the same car now.
Yeah, throw those on. These rims were polarizing. Some people love them. Some people will try to keep.
You put them on now?
Oh, I can't if you want to, but I was going to.
Because you also told me
That's it.
2 years ago.
I mean, this thing has got to be a maintenance nightmare.
Everyone who buys them very specifically pay all the money. There's no deal.
For a salvage one?
Especially later-ish like that or newer.
You basically hated on the car when we were sitting in this very lot.
Might have been over there, actually.
Yeah, it was over there. It was over there. It was over that way.
Same exact.
Same here, and you were sitting here hating on the car, and here you are years later purchasing the same vehicle.
When I grow up, I want to be rich.
Oh.
Rich in
Oh.
that way and in that way. In both ways.
So that's why you went with the black seats.
Yeah, I was in Florida. I tried tanning all week. That didn't work. So now I'll buy an i8. Screw it.
Well, you can't really drive fast in an i8.
Yeah, you're
to be
right.
honest.
Good point. I mean, you get 13 miles out of it.
Yeah, if you're
whatever
lucky.
that is.
On your best day,
On
yeah.
your best day ever. So,
I can't make it to work on battery.
no, you really can't. No, you really can't. This is a lower trim model.
Is it really?
Wow,
God,
look at him
yeah.
picking,
Stop it.
picking
Yeah.
it apart. Look
It
at
is,
that.
yeah.
Here, I think it's nicer.
No, it is. It's the seats are nicer for sure, but you don't have the blue belts, and then you don't have the sills, the marking on the sills either. Like I have i8 on mine.
I'll just bring it to the junkyard then.
Yeah, I would do that. Before you bring it though, I need the seats. Can I have the seats? It's completely bricked.
Right.
It's dead. It's bricked. It was dragged back from the BMW dealership. They can't fix it. They don't want to look at it. The doors won't even open. On this car,
But
if
you can't open them manually?
I don't have the key, I have a smart key.
But wait.
What?
You can get a key from BMW. They'll cut you a blade.
No.
Why not?
They won't work on the car.
I can get you a key.
You can.
I can get you a key, yes. Because I know BMW, some of them will do that to you. But I can get you a blade. Definitely get you a blade.
Well, you need VIN.
Yep. I need title too. But I can get you one.
I get the title. See.
Bring me the title.
Yeah.
Bring me the title. Bring me the title, I'll get you a key. 3 days. 4 days. 5 days tops.
Steven, everyone is selling their i8 for a Tesla, and I feel like I should do it too, but I'm not going to. Steven, you know how much a Tesla Model 3 with full self-driving, non-performance goes for? Long range, full self-driving, non-performance.
Changes every week, but yes.
It's up to $75,000 right now, Steven. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money, dude. But I have a solution.
Yeah.
Chicago Chesed Fund Raffle is coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. The Chicago Chesed Fund Raffle is coming up. Tickets are selling out very quickly, but you have your own chance to win the S, an X, a Y, or a Model 3, or the beloved
Cybertruck.
the Cybertruck. Yeah, I mean, but it's
Estimated delivery date 2028.
yeah, but you could still win it.
You could.
So you wait now, you sell your i8, wait like 8 years, and get a Cybertruck.
Nice.
Or $50,000 cash. Use promo code RichRebuild description box below to increase your chances to win. And also, to help people out in need, Chicagoland area. They're great people. And you can win a Tesla, and you can show off your full self-driving skills to people see. It's a win-win-win.
And we gotta get back to getting him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about my BMW i8 experience, man. A lot of you guys probably know me from my channel, eVapors, and my BMW i8. I bought a 2015 BMW i8 used, still under warranty. I think it had maybe around 16,000 miles or so. I even purchased the extended maintenance plan to go along with it directly through BMW. So the first issue I had, I started hearing this buzzing sound from my air conditioning vents. And I would turn the AC up a little bit, it would get a little louder, turn it down, it would get a little lower. And, I went on the internet, owner's manual. Of course, I talked to i8 Pat, and he literally told me exactly what was wrong with it. He's like, that's the AC compressor going bad, and you want to go ahead and get that looked at. And I'm like, man, the car's under warranty, no problem. Took it in. They had my car for a few days or whatever, and they gave it back to me and said, oh, it's good to go. So, I left. I didn't have the AC on when I left. I want to say I had the windows down or whatever. I get a little further down the street, roll my windows up and cut the AC on, and bam, and it's buzzing. So I called the guy on the phone like, bro, hey, I got my car back just now. It's not fixed. So mind you, it's under warranty, no problem. It's like, all right, well, we'll bring it back. So the pandemic hit. We had the appointment scheduled. The pandemic hit. So they canceled all the appointments and everything. Folk were trying to figure out what to do. How they gonna see people. When the pandemic went down, they shut everything down. So they finally opened it back up. My car had just went out of warranty by the months, not the miles. My car had went out of warranty by the months. So take it back in, and of course they had my car for a few days or whatever. And now they find the problem. It's the AC compressor, Mr. Stevenson. I know that I told you. They want to charge me like $3,000 some dollars. It was like $4,000, I think. And I was like, wow. I was like, I brought this in under warranty. I'm only here now because of the pandemic. This was brought to you under warranty. Like, I'm not paying anything. So they said, we'll do a good faith and bring the price down or whatever. So they brought the price down. And, I told them, I said, I brought it in under warranty. So I don't need goodwill or good faith or whatever they call it. This was a warranty thing. He still was like, nah, this is all we're gonna do. I paid to like $3,000 for the AC compressor to be fixed. Boom, a couple months go by, whatever. I back into my driveway. I hear the e-brake engage. Then I heard a pop. I said, whoa, that don't sound right. So let me put it in, did I back over something? Let me put it in drive. I put it in drive and it wouldn't go. Put it in reverse, it wouldn't go. I said, okay, e-brake stuck. A little message came up on the screen or whatever. And I did everything the owner's manual said you could do to release it or whatever. None of those things work. And of course, they said if none of these things work, you got to call BMW, for the tow truck. Brought the tow truck out there and, we had to drive it with the e-brake on just a little bit to get it on the truck. They had my car in and they called me like the next day or whatever. They said, yeah, it's the e-brake, which I know, and the SME unit. I'm like, okay, the SME unit, what does that got to do with the e-brake? Okay, I'm not a BMW tech or whatever. And that's going to be $3,200. So I'm like, here we go. I just put like $3,000 in for the AC compressor, which was under warranty when I brought it to him. And now here we are at $3,200 for the e-brake and the SME unit. Cash register sound is going crazy. So they had my car for a few weeks, man. I had a loaner car. Then at this point, they had my car about 2 months. It's kind of crazy, man. Your car in the shop for 2 months, man. I'm driving around a little BMW 2 Series, coming from an i8 to a BMW 2 Series loaner, which was crazy. So we had these text messages going back and forth from the service department. They nice people at the service department, but still 2 months is 2 months. Heading into 3 months is still heading into 3 months. And I get a message saying, hey, we're going to replace the cell monitoring harness at $1,800. I said, okay, at $5,018. They said, okay, $5,018 dollars, and we'll be good. E-brake, SME unit, cell monitoring harness. A couple more weeks go by. Like I said, now we're inside 3 months or whatever. It still wasn't ready. So I get a text message, whatever, and basically saying, you need to replace the cell battery monitoring circuits. And this will take you up to $5,480. $5,480. So cash register going off. So I'm going back and forth like, man, I brought my car in for the e-brake. Now all of a sudden we need the e-brake, SME unit, cell monitoring harness, and cell battery monitoring circuits. Like, what's going on here? And cash registers keep going up. We get into January and I get a call and they're pretty much like, hey, we're gonna replace all the batteries. Because mind you, they're doing this thing called IRAP, I-R-A-P, where I guess the technician puts on some goggles and they can, at corporate or whoever can see what's going on. And then they can also download software, or they can try to program the car to get it to work from New Jersey headquarters or wherever they was at. None of that stuff was working. So, like I said, we get into 4.5 months. I picked up my car January 15th at a grand total of $5,600. Long story short, man, the e-brake, SME unit, cell monitoring harness, cell battery monitoring circuits, and replacing the whole battery on the car and the AC compressor. $5,600 for the last few things and over $3,000 for the AC compressor, man. So that dude, Alec, man, really took my love for BMW, man, because once I got my car back, I had no faith in it, and I lost my love and passion for BMW, man. I got rid of that car, man. I didn't go straight into another sports car, man. It just kind of just took my love of the game, man. So that's what it is, Rich, man. Good luck to you, my brother, and I'll be on the next stunt.